The art of war, win without fighting. Imagine a life where your peace is unshakable, no matter the chaos around you. A life where your happiness isn't tied to outcomes, but flows from the wisdom of your choices and the mastery of your mind. What if I told you that the key to true strength isn't in fighting battles, but in knowing when not to fight at all? Today I'm going to share with you timeless wisdom on how to win without ever raising your fists. How to live a life of peace, power, and profound happiness, simply by mastering the art of inner calm. Stay with me. Mastery over self. True power, true victory begins within. In the noise and chaos of everyday life, we often look outward for validation, success, and happiness. We seek approval from others, chase after material wealth, or strive to win arguments, thinking that these will bring us peace. But in reality, the most important victory we can achieve is the mastery over ourselves. Take a moment to reset your focus. Close your eyes and reflect on the last time you felt anger, frustration, or stress. What triggered these emotions? Was it something outside of you? Or was it the way you reacted to a situation, person, or challenge? The truth is, we are not disturbed by external events, but by our perceptions and responses to them. And this is where mastery begins, within our own minds. When you gain control over your emotions and thoughts, you begin to shape your own reality. Instead of reacting impulsively or emotionally, you can choose how to respond in every situation. Imagine a life where your peace is not at the mercy of external circumstances, where your joy is not contingent on what others do or say. This is the life of self-mastery. Mastery over self means practicing patience, embracing discipline, and learning to respond with wisdom rather than emotion. It's about choosing calmness in the face of adversity, choosing reason over impulsiveness, and choosing peace over chaos. By mastering yourself, you become the architect of your own happiness. This inner strength doesn't come from external sources, it comes from within you. When you are in control of your mind, you are no longer subject to the whims of the world. Your happiness, your success, and your peace are all within your reach. And once you master yourself, nothing can shake your foundation. 2, understanding the nature of conflict. Life is full of conflict, big and small. Whether it's a disagreement with a friend, a challenge at work, or an internal struggle with our own desires, conflict seems inevitable. But what if we stopped viewing conflict as something to be feared or avoided, and instead saw it for what it truly is, a natural part of life that can be understood and managed with wisdom? Take a moment to reset your thinking. Think about the last conflict you faced. Did you feel frustrated or powerless? Did the situation seem to spiral out of control, leaving you feeling drained? Often we react emotionally to conflict, thinking that it's something that must be won or defeated. But in reality, conflict arises from a lack of understanding, misalignment, or miscommunication. When we understand the root cause of a conflict, we can address it thoughtfully, instead of reacting impulsively. The first step in resolving any conflict, whether with others or within ourselves, is to pause and gain clarity. Understand that conflict is not an enemy, but an opportunity for growth. It is through conflict that we learn to navigate difficult situations, to challenge our beliefs, and to build resilience. But this can only happen when we approach conflict with a calm, rational mindset, rather than with a reactive, emotional one. When you take the time to understand the true nature of conflict, you begin to see it from a place of opportunity rather than adversity. This shift in perspective allows you to respond with wisdom instead of reacting with anger or frustration. You start to see that conflicts are often miscommunications, misunderstandings, or external pressures that can be addressed through clear thinking and emotional control. The more you understand the nature of conflict, the better equipped you are to handle it with grace, wisdom, and, ultimately, peace. Number 3. Strategic withdrawal. In the pursuit of peace and happiness, sometimes the most powerful action is no action at all. We live in a world where we're often encouraged to confront challenges head-on, to fight for what we want, to push harder, and to never back down. But there is immense strength in knowing when to withdraw, in choosing not to engage. Strategic withdrawal is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of wisdom, strength, and self-awareness. Let's pause for a moment and reset your thinking. How many times have you found yourself in a heated argument, feeling your emotions rise, or in a situation where you felt the urge to prove a point? Often, the more we engage in these confrontations, the more we lose sight of our peace and happiness. Sometimes, stepping back and withdrawing from a situation offers a clearer, more peaceful path forward. Strategic withdrawal allows you to conserve your energy, protect your emotional well-being, and avoid unnecessary conflict. It's about choosing your battles wisely. Not every situation requires a fight. Not every word spoken needs to be countered. In moments of conflict, the wise person understands that there is power in retreat. By choosing to withdraw, you often diffuse the situation, prevent escalation, and maintain control over your own emotion. Think about the last time you walked away from a conflict instead of engaging. Did you feel relief afterward? That's the power of strategic withdrawal. It doesn't mean surrender. It means choosing your peace over temporary victories. By stepping back, you gain the clarity and emotional control needed to navigate the situation with more wisdom when the time is right. In the end, true strength is not in constantly fighting, but in knowing when to preserve your energy, protect your peace, and wait for a more effective moment to act. Number 4. Perception over reaction. In every moment of life, we are faced with choices, not just in what we do, but in how we see the world around us. Our reactions shape our experience of life, and often it's not the external events themselves that disturb us, but the way we perceive and react to them. The power to shape your reality lies in your perception. By mastering how you perceive situations, you gain control over how you feel and, ultimately, how you live. Let's take a moment to reset your attention. Think back to a situation that caused you stress or frustration. Now ask yourself, how much of that situation was truly out of your control? Often we place our happiness in the hands of other people's actions, the outcomes of events or situations that are beyond our influence. But when we focus on how we respond, we reclaim the power to maintain our peace, no matter what happens around us. Your perception shapes your emotional state. When you see challenges as opportunities for growth, difficulties become less threatening. When you view obstacles as part of life's natural flow, they no longer feel like insurmountable roadblocks. By choosing to shift your perception, you disarm the power that external events have over you. Perception is the lens through which we experience the world, and we have the power to adjust that lens. You can choose to look at a setback as a lesson, a disappointment as a chance to practice patience, or a disagreement as a moment to understand someone else's perspective. The more you practice this, the less power external events have over your inner peace. Think of it this way. The world may present you with challenges, but how you react is entirely up to you. When you embrace this mindset, your happiness is no longer tied to fleeting circumstances. Instead, it becomes rooted in your ability to shape your response, to see things with wisdom and clarity, and to maintain your peace regardless of the storm outside. Number 5. The power of silence. In a world filled with noise, constant distractions, endless chatter, and the relentless pull of social media, it can feel almost unnatural to embrace silence. Yet, silence is a powerful tool that we often overlook. In moments of conflict, stress, or provocation, our instinct is to speak, to react, to defend ourselves. But in reality, one of the most effective ways to navigate life's challenges is through the power of silence. Let's pause for a moment. Think about the last time someone said something that upset you. How did you react? Were your words measured and thoughtful, or did you immediately respond with emotion? Now, imagine if, instead of reacting, you chose to remain silent. What would have been the impact on your peace of mind? Silence can be a form of strength, not weakness. When we choose not to engage in unnecessary conversation or conflict, we maintain control over our emotions and our happiness. In the heat of an argument or disagreement, silence creates space for reflection and clarity. Instead of being swept up in the moment, you can pause, reflect, and decide how you want to proceed. Silence also disarms others. Often, people who seek to provoke or manipulate us expect a reaction. By remaining silent, you deny them the energy they crave. Your silence becomes a shield that protects your inner peace, preventing unnecessary stress or turmoil from entering your life. Silence allows you to listen, not just to others but to yourself. In the stillness, you can connect with your inner wisdom, your values, and your sense of purpose. By giving yourself the space to reflect, you can respond to life's challenges with greater clarity, wisdom, and peace. In a world that constantly demands more from us, silence is a form of self-care. It's an invitation to reclaim your peace and to respond to life on your own terms. Number 6, engaging the mind, not the body. In our fast-paced world, where success is often defined by outward achievements and material possessions, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that our happiness and peace are linked to external circumstances. We may find ourselves constantly chasing promotions, approval, or validation, believing that external accomplishments will fill the void inside us. But true power, true victory, comes not from external pursuits, but from engaging the mind, finding fulfillment through wisdom, reflection, and inner growth. Let's take a moment to reset your focus. Think about the last time you felt truly at peace. Was it after achieving something? Or was it after a moment of quiet reflection, when you were fully engaged in your thoughts, your purpose, or your values? When we engage the mind, we shift from relying on external stimuli for happiness to seeking contentment within ourselves. The body can be strong and capable, but the mind, shaped by reason, wisdom, and emotional control, has the power to direct our life toward true happiness. When you cultivate mental clarity, you begin to move through life with intention, not reaction. Every situation, every challenge becomes an opportunity for thoughtful response, not emotional upheaval. Engaging the mind means choosing to see beyond the surface. It's about making decisions based on values, not impulses. It's about asking yourself, what truly matters, and letting that question guide your actions. Instead of focusing on external measures of success, you focus on your internal growth, on being a person of integrity, wisdom, and resilience. When you engage the mind, you begin to cultivate a deeper, more lasting form of happiness, one that doesn't depend on what you achieve or what others think, but on who you are and how you navigate the world with purpose and wisdom. This is where true fulfillment lies, not in what you do, but in how you think, respond, and grow. Number 7, the ultimate goal, inner peace. In the relentless pursuit of success, we often forget the most fundamental aspect of a fulfilling life: peace. We chase after external achievements, thinking that once we reach a certain point, we will finally be happy. But happiness is not a destination. It is a state of being, that resides within us. The ultimate goal in life is not to accumulate wealth, fame, or accolades, but to cultivate inner peace. Because when we are at peace within ourselves, we carry that tranquility wherever we go, regardless of external circumstances. Take a moment to reset your thinking. What does peace truly mean to you? Is it the absence of conflict, or is it the ability to remain calm and centered no matter what happens around you? True peace is not about eliminating all challenges from your life. It's about how you respond to them. Inner peace is the result of mastering your emotions, aligning your actions with your values, and living authentically. When you strive for inner peace, you free yourself from the chaos of external events. You stop waiting for things to change or people to act a certain way before you can be happy. Instead, you realize that peace is a choice you make every day, regardless of what happens in the world around you. This peace is built through wisdom, understanding, and the practice of living in harmony with yourself and the world. Imagine living a life where your happiness is no longer dependent on things outside of your control. When you embrace inner peace, you become resilient, capable of facing challenges without being shaken. Your happiness is no longer a fleeting moment tied to external outcomes, but a constant companion, grounded in your ability to maintain peace in the face of life's storms. This is the true meaning of success. Not achieving everything, but finding peace within yourself. In life, true victory lies not in the external battles we fight, but in the mastery of our own minds and emotions. By embracing self-control, understanding conflict, practicing strategic withdrawal, shifting our perceptions, using silence as power, engaging the mind, and ultimately striving for inner peace, we gain the freedom to live a life of true happiness. Remember, the most powerful victories are the ones that happen within. May you walk this path with wisdom, courage, and peace. Thank you for your time, and good luck on your journey toward a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment.